Shalom, following Yeshua. I haven't done one of these videos in a while in which I am actually driving and doing a video. And if you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you know why. But doing one today. Got some things to take care of, so decided why not. Been asked several questions. It's kind of hard when you're constantly going to and fro and working on your land and on the rock and getting things done. Actually take time to do videos. So here we go. There's a lot of what I'm gonna call anarchy taking place right now. There's been attacks, and I would say in the last year and a half, we've had attacks on the health systems, the zombie plague. We've had attacks on the food system, with suddenly all these plants burning down and food distribution centers burning down. And then, what they're having farmers plow their fields under, and then now the chicken supply and chickens and eggs and people saying, they're paying $4 or $5 a dozen. Praise Yah for having chickens that lay, in which I can always just go outside and get how many I need. But what I find, and now attacks an electrical grid. It's almost like there's an anarchy, whether it's governmental caused or there's just people. And I don't put it past people, because I know there's a lot of people today that actually want to see everything fall apart. Like they want it to fall apart. They want anarchy. They want, the without rule of law. You see it seemingly on some of these prepper channels. They want the shit to go down. They want the world to go upside down. So they're doing everything that they possibly can, to cause these things and to have them take place in this society. They're almost like kamikazes, in which they are, willing to risk their own life to take down something that causes, civilization, modernized civilization, to run, to exist. The average person relies heavily on their food coming from the grocery store. They rely on, the power company giving them electricity so that they could, live. I mean, can you imagine what life would look like if these cities, major metropolitan areas, were thrown in the darkness? How long would it last before people lost their damn mind? Some people say 3 days, 72 hours. I think it will take less than that. People today are predisposed to, especially in these major metropolitan areas, if something's going down, they just run up in stores and jack shit. I almost said it. Jack stuff. Somebody told me, hey, following Yeshua, that they're starting to demonetize people for cussing. And I was like, thank you, sister, because sometimes they be coming out. Sometimes being like almost every video. But you know what I mean. So you're seeing these things take place in this modern society, and that there are people out here that would love the cause, especially the people that are disenfranchised, the people that are suffering and have suffered from this system, who lost their job or whatever it is. They kind of feel like, hey, everybody should be in the same boat that I am in. If I'm on a boat and I'm barely making it, I want everybody to barely make it. I know there are people right now that are cheering for everything to go upside down because they believe, like, hey, my debt's going to be wiped away if the system falls apart. Or if there's anarchy in the streets, or if there's rioting. I don't think they have to be taking your debt away. So there are people, but more, it's more the disenfranchised, the people that used to have a decent, quote unquote life, had their house or their apartment or their, that they were able to eat every day. Now people are not in that. They're not there anymore. Homelessness is rising at all-time high. People are being separated from the ability to live a life, a quality life, the life that they want to live. They're being separated from that. So now people are being forced to live lives that they never wanted to live. People are being forced to work hours that they didn't want to work. So there's a lot of people out there now that are saying, hey, I want everybody to feel my pain. So I'm going to be like the Japanese were. I'm, metaphorically speaking, of course, hop on my plane and fly into the first aircraft carrier or destroyer that I see. They're not afraid of losing their life or their freedom if it turns the whole world, if it turns even just their town upside down. Because people have gotten angry. They used to be able to afford the life that they lived. They used to be able to afford to eat. Everything has gotten so damn expensive that so many people that never thought it would be them are now in a situation where they're priced out of living. And for some reason, anarchy always seems to be the answer for those people. If my life doesn't have control, I want everybody else's life to not have control. And I'm seeing that there are more and more people that are like that kind of have that way of thinking. Which is why, more and more, now than ever, you need to make sure that you have the things that you need. But what's the point? They lose power. Imagine if you lost power. And you can't say, well, that's not going to happen. Who was that dude? And I can't remember where it was, but drove his car into a solar pit, look it up. Lit his car on fire, hoping destroying, the solar, Las Vegas. Hoping to destroy a solar plant. People right now are really not, and again, whether it's governmental or whether it's not governmental, we're not arguing that. But we know that there are people that want this to fall. You see, the more time the longer it takes to fall, the more time those who have not come out, who wanted to, those who have not stored food, those who have not put provisions back, the longer you have to put those provisions back, to make those moves, to get around like-minded people. So, you should be taking every opportunity that you have to make those moves, to put back some money. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm just telling you something that you could do. An idea, and in my opinion, you could put back some cash. You could put that money into something tangible. Precious metals, and not all precious metals are bars. There are some precious metals that can fly out of the end of a cylinder at speeds of 2,500, 800, 1,000 feet per second. That's still a precious metal. Lead, brass, steel. But I would not be in a position right now of cheering for this stuff to happen, almost like people are hoping and fantasizing on it. It's not something to fantasize about. Whether or not you're ready, the large majority of people around you aren't ready. The large majority of people that are around you, especially in these metropolitan areas, aren't ready. And they're going to be going around looking for stuff. And if you are one of those people that has to leave your home, leave your house, leave your apartment, leave your land, and I'm talking about even if you live out here, leave your land, and have to run to the store, you understand that puts you in a position to be hurt. So don't be cheering for this stuff to go down. Take the time and put back the provisions, and take the time that the Most High has given you. Take this opportunity. Take today. Maybe go out and buy yourself another bag of rice. Well, I've got enough. Okay, well then you have enough plus another bag of rice. Go out and get yourself another box of 20 rounds, 50 rounds. You know what I'm talking about. Go out and get yourself some lumber. Build another raised bed. Take this opportunity and don't waste the time you have today. Because you don't, what the hell is this? Because you don't know when that time comes. You don't know when. I'm sorry, my radio just turned on all of a sudden. Take the time and be wise. All right. I hope you're having a blessed day. I'll probably do another video while I'm driving because I got nothing else better to do. Bless y'all. Shalom.